Okay, we're back again with more coloring with Lisa, Extreme Coloring. And if you're following along, I just completed the video for this really pretty little beauty. And now I'm going to do this one. And I'm feeling a little blue, so we're going to do the blue mood. Actually, I'm not. I'm really happy, but anyway, so what we're going to do is let's take this the non-photo blue. This is a non-photo blue. And what we want to do is we want to lightly base it in using a little wispy technique, base in with this really pretty non-photo blue. And just varying the areas where you put the colors, leave some light and some little darker if you want. Like in here, maybe you want to make it a little darker. Then you can come up in some areas. Just sporadically put the color. And you don't color the whole thing. You want to leave light, you want to leave white spots. Because the white spots is what gives it that little really cool highlighting effect. And that's what we want. So go around and do the entire flower with this nice light blue like this. Just put it all in. Okay? I'm trying to keep these videos short because apparently I can only limit it to like 15, a little over 15 minutes. So that's why I'm kind of doing it like this. But you're getting the idea and I'm still teaching you. So hang in there with me. So just keep putting in this pretty colors. I use this color a lot. This color is really pretty. So just put in your colors and go all the way around the flower. Now I wanted to show you this is a really good shading color for this non-photo blue, depending on what kind of lighting effect you want. This is called muted turquoise. And it's a little bit darker than the non-photo blue, but it gives it like a little nice, just a shade. So like if one petal is laying underneath another petal, or a flower, is laying underneath and you want to maybe give it a little bit of shade, this is a good color to use for that. So I kind of wanted to teach you that. So just put this in sporadically, just same way as we always do. Nice, just put it in your areas and do that one all the way around. But very little, you really don't need a lot of this. This is just more for accent, and so I could teach you about the shading color. But it still adds a lot of really pretty dimension to your beautiful flower. So you might want to just put it in, just like I say, some various little areas wherever we're going to go back, and like we always do, we go back and you can always add more and make it darker or lighter or whatever. But so just add this in all the way around your flower. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add this really pretty cerulean blue in here, just like I did here. And this color, it's pretty vibrant. It's not as vibrant. I mean, it's vibrant. Like ultramarine blue is a little darker, but this has got a really pretty little, just a nice vibrancy to it. It's soft and, makes me feel good. So I chose this color. So I'm just putting it in again throughout the color, and just throughout the flower, but just vary where you're putting it. You can just kind of have fun and just feel it. Like if you need to take a step back away from your picture from time to time, just to get a different view of the flower, and maybe you want to add some in some areas or whatever. But I do that a lot of times too. I just kind of either squint my eyes or just back up and give it a look and say, oh, where would color be good there? Like I might get a whim and say, okay, well maybe I'll put some yellow in here, which I would. But then if you mix yellow and blue together, you're going to get a green, right? And so I'm trying to teach you the blue tones right now. So I'm kind of going for the blue, but this is an advanced flower, so I am going to be adding a lot of colors. And remember, put your swatches down here of what we're doing, so when you go back at your reference, you can look at it and know what colors you used. So just keep adding the cerulean blue along the bases, and you can even put a little bit on the tips every now and then, just a little bit on the tips of the flowers, and just however, just as you desire, just have fun adding your color. So I'm going to do the same thing to mine, you do the same thing to yours, and I'll meet you right back here with the magic of my phone camera. Okay, so now we're going to add this ultramarine blue. And I just did it here so you can see. This is going to create, Simba, my dog, sorry, is going to create kind of a dramatic effect. So Simba, no, quiet. Sorry, my dog. I got a little Pomeranian and my kids are outside doing some skateboarding or something. And so my dog is, Simba, shh. Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry. So anyways, so add some ultramarine blue just at the base because this is pretty dark color. And I'm pushing kind of hard because I want that dramatic effect. I'm trying to get that effect. That's what I'm trying for. So just put your ultramarine blue in here. I put some at the tips in some spots, maybe over here a little, balance it out a little. But you see, I'm using that flicking technique because that really helps with the blending. It's just like a wispy effect. And that's something you're just going to have to learn and train your hands for, I guess, because, you know, a lot of people, they just color like that, which is fine. No problem. But I've seen people color and they go against, like they'll color the flower this way. They'll just color it in this way and then this way and then this way. I don't do that. I don't know. It's just my way. I go the way that the flower petal is growing because I just feel it's more natural, you know, because that's the way the flower petal is going. So why would you put your color across sideways like that? That is so annoying. There's some good colorists that choose some really good colors. I'm not going to name their names. You might know them if you watch a lot of videos, but I mean, it's just so irritating for me. It's like when I pet peeve, I'm all, oh my God, why are you coloring that sideways? And ultimately, I mean, their artwork comes out great and they have such great color choices, which is really nice to see. I don't know, it's just one of those things that just bugs me when they color against the grain of the way that the flower grows. So anyways, so I'm just putting in this blue in here like this. So do that and go all the way around with the ultramarine blue. Then we're going to add some really cool stuff. I didn't even put it down here because I'm going to surprise you. You're really pretty. Okay, so just take your time. Don't worry about what's coming next. Just worry about what you're doing now. And just color in your beautiful picture. Take your time and practice feeling the color. If it's too dark, like I thought maybe it was a little too dark down there, so I lightened it up just to blend it so that it wasn't such a harsh drop. You know what I mean? Like stark from being so dark. So I'm taking a little bit more color lightly and just fading it in just to create a little bit more of a softer transition from the blue to the other color. See, just nice, and just you work it. Just gotta work it. Just like that. All right. So have fun with that, and I will too, and we'll be back. Now we're gonna start getting really pretty. Take processed red. See this pretty processed red? Look at how pretty that looks. And just start adding it in. Now, if you go down here, it's gonna turn this darker. So I'm not doing that. I'm starting more from up here lightly because I don't want to turn that into a purple. And that's what it'll do. I mean, it'd be nice if you can go over it on some spots, you know, obviously to blend that, you want to blend that in nicely, but I'm not going, you can do it in some areas like that, but you see how that turns it. So I'm leaving it just from the middle part, and I'm just doing it in randomly selected areas, just like so. Same way. Just nice to add that color in. So pretty, right? See how pretty that looks? So and it's nice. See how I leave that light? You want to leave that light. I know your instinct is going to be to fill that in, but if you don't fill it in and you leave some areas white, like I wish I would have left a little bit of white in here. And you can do that with an eraser too. With the really sharp eraser, the kind you get like when you were in school, the one with the pointed little tips, you could put that in and make a little highlight if you want to. You could do that too, of course. But so just add the color in, and it doesn't have to be on every single petal. Well, it's nice if it goes throughout though. But like even if you just wanted to leave it down here and leave those up there, you know, depending on the flower that you're coloring and where it's seated, on how you want to fill it in. But just so just go through and put in your color. And we'll leave some here like this, see? I'm just putting it in nicely. That so light with just a nice wispy feel to it. I'm putting it in nice and lightly. I'm going to bring it around here to create a little bit of a shadow or whatever. So I just put it in like this and then move down here to this area and then just do the same thing, just all the way around the flower. Just take your time and just add it, and look at how pretty that is. Aren't these flowers just absolutely gorgeous? I bet you can't wait till you can put these in, and you could do this in the same picture even, you know, because they're beautiful. The color schemes together work really nice. So anyways, enjoy it. It's beautiful. I'm going to continue to do all this, and we're going to still add another color. Yay. Okay. See you in a minute. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some really cool. This is canary yellow. And what you do is just look at the dramatic effect though. You don't need to put it everywhere, but just in areas where you think it would be pretty. See, like in here, it's almost a little bit too bright. So I might go over that with another color. But you want to just lightly, because this is just only for a very little bit. Just to give it a little bit of, you know, some interest to it, to the flower itself. But don't, you know, you can get too crazy with this. But who cares? Even if that's what you want to do, then go crazy. Believe me. But just, I'm trying to show you how cool it looks when you add a little bit of yellow over that. Because, and if you go into the blue, remember it'll start turning green, and where it's on the pink, it's going to be turning purple. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing the colors, okay? So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Have fun. Bye-bye.